Well, it's the news that all Blues fans have been looking forward to. Christoph Klarer has signed a new deal, keeping him here at the club until 2029. We're down at the training ground at Epic today to meet the man himself, talk all things his Blues journey, the captaincy and family life. Christoph, here to stay, new long-term contract. Firstly, congratulations, but tell us how that feels to put pen to paper on this new deal.
Yeah, it feels great. Something that I think both sides wanted to get done, and obviously very happy that we can announce it now. A long-term contract that obviously motivates me to work even harder and to really make an impact at this club.
At the raw level, what does being the captain of Birmingham City mean to you?
It's special. I think when you really look at it, for myself as a 25-year-old to be given that responsibility, to have the honour to captain such a massive club at a stage and time where we're really trying to go somewhere is really special, and makes me really proud.
So much is spoken about this project that Birmingham City are going on to sign this deal and of course play the role you do in the club. You must really believe in it. What are the conversations that you have, of course with the manager, but also with those in the ownership group as well?
Of course, that was very important for me, just to have an ownership that's really ambitious, to try and go somewhere. There's a lot of clubs that are surviving. I just being there and being average every year, but average is not accepted anymore at this club, and there's really an ambition behind it. So that was really important for me to speak to the owner and to see what they're actually saying. Things is one thing, but they're actually doing stuff to improve the club and improve us as a football team. And then secondary to get the chance to work on an elite manager is really important for me. Someone that pushes me every day, that makes me better every day. And with 25 years of age, I've still got a lot to learn and things to improve. And so that's two of the main reasons why I decided to stay here for a little bit longer.
Well, the ambition is so clear. We can see it here in this incredible facility. Let's do a lap of the gym, and you can show me some of your favourite parts. On a workout day, on a training day, you obviously spend a lot of time on the pitch, a lot of time in here. Where would we find you after you've come in from training usually?
Well, I think what's important to mention is that we always pre-act here before training, so you'll find all the boys in here before we actually go out to train that do the exercises. There's different stations. The medical team have obviously put a plan together on every player's needs, so you'll find us in here. People will be doing all sorts of exercises before training and then go out and train. And then when you come back in, some people go on a bike. There'll be uppers and lower sessions on various days. So it's always quite busy in here before and after training.
How important, just to jump in, is that for the unity of the squad? Because as much as we'd love to see you all on the pitch, all in the squad, all the time, that's not always the case. You've got lads who are in and out of rehab as well, and your job as a captain, of course, to keep everyone together. This must be a real hub where you're seeing people come in working with the physios and, of course, people on their own individual plans as well. Yeah,
no, I think obviously people do have conversations here when they're doing their gyms in between the breaks and before training. So it is a hub, like you said, for people to talk, and we all know a short 5-minute conversation can go a long way sometimes. So especially with boys that are injured, they'll be doing a lot of this stuff here. They'll be on the bikes, they'll be on the treadmills and be working really hard. So I think it's important that we do use the gym, obviously first and foremost to work, but also to socialise and to speak with each other.
And just speaking on your role as captain, is there anyone who you've modelled yourself on? Is there anyone who inspired you maybe when you're growing up, coming through the youth ranks? Of course, you spent time here in England, before then returning, of course, before last season. Is there anyone who really stood out to you in their style of leadership?
What I try to do is take the best out of everyone that I've played with and worked with. I've been very fortunate to have a lot of good senior pros and captains in my career so far, so I just try to take as much as possible from everyone, really. I had some really big characters at Southampton when I was younger. Then I had some really good senior players in Dusseldorf, and then also last year we had Grant Hanley and Juki obviously there that have got a lot of experience and a lot of leadership skills, so I try to take as much as possible from them, and then also I still want to be my own person, develop my own leadership skills, so that's what I'm trying to do here.
Last season felt like a really nice handing of the baton, exchange of the armband. Of course, before you took over as club captain this summer. How important was it for you to have those big characters like you've already mentioned in the squad as you were coming through and taking up your own style of leadership?
Of course, because you don't have it all figured out, especially when you're my age. There's still a lot to learn, so it's like I said, it's really important to try and look at other people, especially that have been there and have been successful in their career. So you got to be selfless enough to try and learn from other people and take it all in, and that's what I've tried to do so far. What
do you learn from the manager?
A lot, I think. First of all, is that you need to work hard every single day. You need to show up every single day. I'm aware that in my position as a captain, people are going to judge you every single day. You're going to be in the spotlight a little bit more, so you can't just pick and choose when you want to show up. You're always a role model for everyone else. You represent the club and the values of the team, so I'm well aware of that. But like I said earlier, he's someone that drives me every day, that urges me to improve and work hard, and like I said, I'm very fortunate. We're all very fortunate to have him here, because I think he's an elite manager, and he'll definitely improve us and make us better every single day.
How has he helped you with the step up to the championship?
Of course, I think what's most important is we've built a really strong foundation last year on how we want to play and also how we want to act, and I think that's always the bedrock of everything we try to do. I think we've brought in some real quality players. We've added to last year, and like I said, I think his attention to details and what we try to do every single day is really incredible and helps us a lot as a team. What
have been the big challenges that you and the squad have faced in that step up? Because it is a big leap, but you performed so well, record-breaking season last time out in League One. What have been the big things that have stood out for you?
I think first and foremost, we always want to win, of course, but I think we've got to accept in this league that it's not always going to be possible to win, and I think then it's very important to react and deal with that disappointment, because there's going to be games coming so quick. So I think that's going to be really important, that we don't get too down after defeat and we don't get too high after win, because it goes quite quick in this division, and we've seen so far that we can beat anyone, but we also got to be on our game. Otherwise you'll get punished at this level.
Your ambitions as a squad, it's an ambitious squad, we know that. Has there been a bit of having to temper those ambitions with the start to the season?
I think we know what we want to do as a team and as a club. I think you can never react to outside influences too much as a football player or as a team. I think we just need to work on what we're trying to do every single day, and don't get affected or listen too much what's coming from the outside, because like I said, we can't change that. I think it's good to have some pressure. You want to be at a club where there's pressure, and with the ambition that we've got, there'll always be people wanting us to not succeed, so that's always going to happen, but I think we're very clear in what we want to do and where we want to get.
Does that motivate you?
Of course, yeah. I think I don't try and play football and be successful to make somebody else not happy or anything like that. I do it for myself and for the team and for my family. That's my number one motivation, but that's what drives me on every day to get better. Yeah, so you've got a few things just to take in what we did last year.
Because that's pretty special, that number.
It is, yeah.
111.
It is.
I think that is one that will always sit so just in the forefront of every fan's memory.
As it should. I think people can obviously talk a lot about how much money we've spent and what we've done and all that, but I think 111 points is incredible, it's special, and it really shows what we did as a football club last year.
And you can pick out all of these faces. What do each and every one of these thousands who pack out St Andrews at Knighthead Park every week mean to you?
A lot, I think, because they're the foundation of the club. Ultimately, it's their club. They're going to support Birmingham City all their life. They just want to see us win, do well. They've obviously been through it a lot, which we're aware of as a football team, so we just try to make them happy every single time we go into that pitch. Sometimes it's not enough and we don't win, but I think what's really important for a fan of Birmingham City Football Club is that you work hard and give it everything, and then I think they're obviously never happy when we don't win, but that's the least you've got to do when you play for this club.
So I have the guard of honour there in the game against Mansfield at home. an incredible day. And this, where does this rank in your achievements?
Yeah, it's a special day for sure. To get to lift the trophy after such a special season in front of a very incredible atmosphere at home. Nice to take it in and to enjoy that moment with all the people that you've worked really hard for all year round, and then to be crowned champions of League One with 111 points. It's still a very happy day that I'd like to look back on.
Before I let you tuck into your food, you've spoken a lot about family, and it is a family that is growing. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Talk to us a bit about your preparations to become a dad.
I think obviously we've got a lot of pressure on us as footballers. You worry about football, you worry about playing well. There's a lot of stress that comes with it, but that news that we got a few months ago really put things into perspective, that there's bigger things than football. So I'm really looking forward to it. Obviously it's going to be challenging, but it's going to be another challenge that I really look forward to, and that's going to be a big moment for us.
Have you spoken to the lads about it? I know a lot of them are parents. What advice have they given you?
Yeah, I think I've obviously we've got a few people in the squad that are parents already, so I think there's been some good advice, some good life advice, some probably bad advice as well, but I'll have to figure it out myself. But like I said, we've got a good group of people in there. They'll generally give you good advice if you ask for it.
And then not long until we see baby Klarer in the academy.
We'll see. We'll see. I think obviously we've got a good women's team here now, so we'll see maybe in a few years whatever she wants to do.
Amazing. Well, Christoph, congratulations once again. You've got so much to look forward to over the course of the next 12 months, and an incredible second half of the season to come, no doubt. Thank you once again for taking your time out of your very busy day to show us around the facilities here at Epic. Should we get stuck in?
Let's go.
Let's do it.